Wednesday night, 116-99 to hang on to their NBA playoff dreams and force a Game 6 tonight. The Lakers look to win their first series at home since 2012, obviously excluding the bubble. Kendrick Perkins gracing your screen. Hi, Big Perk. Happy Friday. Looking
What's up,
dapper.
Molly? What's
Great
going
to
on?
see you.
Check out the time, Molly. You see the time on Big Perk? I'm very pleased. I'm very, very pleased. I mean, that's the best tie I've ever seen him wear. Way to go, man. Way to go.
You don't like you didn't like the ones with the flowers, the floral look?
No.
I love Paisleys.
No.
Or Paisley. I don't know why I made it plural, but.
He asked me, Molly, but it's okay. You go ahead.
Stephen A., is it a must-win for the Lakers tonight?
Yes, it is, Molly. I believe if the Los Angeles Lakers lose this game, they not only lose this series, but the LeBron James championship era in L.A. comes to an end. I think this is it. You don't win it this year. You don't find a way to get it done. I'm just talking about at least advance deep into the postseason. I don't see the future being brighter for them because to me, if you lose this series, even though you've got an average age of about 26 to 27 years of age on your squad, you're led by two dudes. One is old and one looks old half the time. Now, we know how great they are. There is nothing questioning the greatness of LeBron James, number 2, Mount Rushmore, all time, no question about it, okay? The other night, Kendrick Perkins, just so you know, and put KP up on the screen because I got to look at KP when I say this. The other day, I came on the air and I said this. LeBron mailed it in the other night. Mailed it in. It's not a criticism. It's not a criticism. I don't mean he came into the game that way. What I'm saying is he's been here before. LeBron James is undefeated, 30-0 in his career when up 2 games in any series. The man doesn't lose once he's got a 2-game advantage. It's never happened. So going up 3-1, coming into Game 5 in Memphis, I think LeBron James saw very early he didn't have it. And I got to be ready for Game 6. That's what I saw from LeBron James. That's what I mean when I say he milled it in. I expect him to be big time tonight. But if he didn't have it in the Game 5 with an ability to close it out, and you could clearly see it early in the game that he didn't have it out, it's indicative of age, attrition, and father time creeping up on you to some degree, in my estimation. He's got to conserve it for another day, which is why he's going to do what he does tonight. They don't win tonight. They go back to Memphis for Game 7. I can't see them beating Memphis in Memphis for Game 7. And if you can't get that done, then in my opinion, guess what? Memphis ain't going nowhere. Adams and Clark will be back next year, okay? Sacramento's coming. Denver's knocking on the door. I'm looking at teams in the Western Conference. I think this is it. You got to win tonight. You the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm here in L.A. for a reason, Big Perk. I'm here in L.A. for a reason. You got to win tonight. You don't get this done tonight, you going home. You going home. You're going to be – the only difference between you and the Clippers is that they took an extra week early. That's it. That's it. You got to get this done tonight because they ain't beating Memphis in Game 7. That's what I believe.
And what makes you believe that? And why do you believe that? Think about this for a second.
Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, their pace of play, the way they coming at them. I mean, that's why I believe that.
Well, first of all, listen to this. Who won Game 1, okay? The Lakers,
okay.
And they won in Memphis, okay? Yeah. And don't give me
Ja. You think they're going to win 2 games in Memphis?
But I believe that they can, and I won't doubt LeBron James and Anthony Davis against the Memphis Grizzlies. I think Ja Morant and Desmond Bain was spectacular in Game 5. I believe they were. But when you're talking about going into a Game 7, and we're talking about one of the best guys in those moments who have been in those moments in LeBron James, I like my chances, okay? That's the first thing to that. So I'm not riding with you on that one.
But we disagree. All right, go ahead.
Here's another thing I'm not riding with you on. Okay. It is not the end of the era if they lose tonight or lose this series as far as LeBron James era in L.A. You know why? Because D'Angelo Russell has been wanting what? A contract extension.
Okay.
Has the Los Angeles Lakers given him one?
Not yet.
No, not yet. No, they're not. Because they're going to wait to see how things play out. You know why they're waiting to see how things play out?
Kyrie.
Okay, my point exactly. So you mean to tell me if things don't go well for the Los Angeles Lakers and D'Angelo Russell don't elevate his game and you have a chance to get a Kyrie Irving and pair him along with Anthony Davis and a LeBron James, you still going to be saying that it's over with?
I might. First of all, for a couple of, I might. You asked me, was it a rhetorical question or were you really asking me a question? Because I got an answer.
Well, give me the answer.
Okay. The point is, I said might because we no shade on Kyrie, who, by the way, I agreed with the other day when he said had he not gotten hurt in that Milwaukee series, Brooklyn probably would have won it all. I agree with Kyrie Irving on that. He wasn't lying. But in the same breath, first of all, we all know there's always something that comes up. Number one. Number two, Anthony Davis would be a year older, a little bit more attrition hitting that body. That's a question mark. Number three, LeBron James will be approaching 40. We have to take that into consideration. And if, this is where it's all attached, if you were to lose and be incapable, if you were to be incapable of closing out the series, because in order to lose this series, you will have had to have lost games 5, 6, and 7. That's never happened to LeBron James, like I just highlighted for you. The man is 30-0 whenever up 2 games in any series. He's never lost the series. So if he did that, that would also be indicative of something that's never happened before that happened now. So why would I believe in next year if you can't get it done now with this series? That's the reason I can answer that question for you.
Well, first of all, they're going to get it done. They're going to win tonight, and I'm talking
feel
about the Lakers. But
yes.
let me squash this too because I don't know if you said it, but I just been hearing about it the travel down to Memphis and things to that nature, and it could take a toll on LeBron and the Lakers. Let me take y'all into the private jet life of the NBA, okay? You're going to get on the plane, and you're going to get in those big, soft, comfortable seats. And I just remember it like it was yesterday. Lady, Mr. Perkins, are you dining with us today? Oh, yes, ma'am. What are we having? Oh, you can have the salmon, asparagus, and rice. Look, do you got the chocolate chip cookies today?
Everything.
Oh, we do. Hey, give me 5. I'm taking 5. Oh, nah, mash the pot. This is the same conversation while I'm talking about the card table while I'm sitting up here ordering the food. Then all of a sudden, hey, Mr. Perkins, how many ice bags you need? Oh, I need 2. You want the stem unit as well? Yeah, let me get the stem unit. All right, then come to the back. I got the laser treatment. We go do that. You're getting pampered on the plane, okay? It's not your ordinary plane ride when you're talking about 3.5 hours down to Memphis, all right? That's number one. Number two, I strongly believe that when I look at the Memphis Grizzlies, Xavier Tillman, right? I think the Los Angeles Lakers are going to put more of an emphasis on him in particular and put him more in the scouting report because they have been disrespecting him and what he's been doing. He's been actually doing everything and more inside the paint and taking up for them miss and being that missing piece for as them missing Steven Adams and Brandon Clark. I think they're going to put an emphasis on him. They're going to shut him down tonight. The Lakers will win this game tonight. But don't come giving me nothing about the travel. The travel is great.
First of all, I believe the Lakers are going to win tonight too. They better. That's the difference between me and you. I'm saying they better because they ain't winning Game 7. That's number 2. That's number 1. Number 2. I appreciate that soliloquy that you brought up about the private jets. I'm very, very proud of the fact that you actually said what you wanted to order instead of telling them everything and not leaving anything else for anybody else to eat. So I'm very proud of you. That's
5
a big
cookies.
deal for you. Okay, but you talked about the ice pack, the laser treatment, the stem treatment. You talk about all of these things, right?
Yeah.
Well, Kendrick Perkins, let me say this to you. Isn't that, I believe that they travel like that all the time during the season. Stay with me on this number. Since 2018, Anthony Davis, 56 games played, 62 games played, 36 games played, 40 games played. This year, 56 games played. So Kendrick Perkins, with everything that you're saying, dude shouldn't be missing action. But that certainly hasn't been the case with him. So all I'm trying to say to you is when I didn't bring up travel about LeBron James, I said if there's somebody that don't need to be taking an extra flight and getting on the plane back to Memphis for a Game 7, it's Anthony Davis. I said it. I didn't stutter. I meant it then. I meant it now. The Lakers, and I believe they will do it, the Lakers had better damn well win tonight's game. Don't let Ja Morant and Desmond Bane and those brothers get you back to Graceland. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. If it happens, they going down. They better close it tonight. Lakers, you better close it tonight.
First of all, listen. The thing is this. When it comes down to Anthony Davis being injured, it's different than what I'm talking about on the plane. It's called recovery. All right, it's a difference. All right, okay, he's been injured. All right, it's a difference.
I'm not questioning that. I'm just saying, injuries
I don't know. That recovery plane sounds pretty sweet.
Stuff ain't
And I don't even need to recover from anything, but I want it.
You know what I'm saying?